to online registration. To do online registration, you go to your parent portal, click on online registration, then you will click on begin registration. You will then verify by putting your name in the box, and you go to the next page. Next page, you will be verifying your household phone number. So if you need to change that number, you can do so there. It also has the different categories that you will be called on, and you can see those categories listed below. On the next page, you'll be verifying your household address. Just verify that address. If you need to change that address, you can simply check in the box and it will expand out and give you an opportunity to put in the updated address. On the next screen, it will give you an opportunity to enter a post office box. If you have used a post office box for mailing, you simply uncheck the box and put the information in for the post office box. Next, you will be verifying the legal guardians in the household. There may be 1, 2, 3 people listed here. You will go into each one of them. They will not let you go on until you verify them. Go in, and to verify them, they're asking you to put in birthdays. So simply put in your date of birth. You can also check or uncheck the box if you need to remove someone as a guardian. You will also be asked to verify their phone numbers. Please be sure to look at that information, verify that information. You will then also have an opportunity to check which boxes you want to be called. For cell phones, I would highly recommend selecting the text option for those, so our automated calls can come as a text message, not an audio message. And then the other thing that you must do is enter an email address in that field. If you do not have an email, you can go to and create free emails such as Gmail, MSN, Yahoo, etc. And you will do that for each of the guardians listed. If you need to add a guardian, there is an option that you can add a guardian. You may be asked to submit proof of guardianship at your home school. The next page is your emergency contact list. So on this list, you will go through and verify these people as well. Be sure to check over their information. If you want to remove one of the guardians, maybe someone has moved that was on your emergency contact list, you can check that box to remove them. It'll double check that you want to confirm that. And so you'll go through and update your emergency contact list. Do not enter yourself as a contact because you're already listed as primary guardian in the household. Be sure to put in at least one phone number for your emergency contact. You can put in multiple ones, of course, as well. You don't have to put an email address, but whatever information you include is helpful to the schools. Okay, at this window you can add siblings. So if you have a newborn or someone who is not of school age yet that's not listed in the system, you can add that information at this point. Click on the button to go to the next screen. This will bring up a list of students. The ones in yellow are the ones that you have guardianship over. If you have other people listed there, that means that you have maybe a relationship but not guardianship over. You'll go into each student and update their information by simply looking at what the options are, and then you will also look at the parent-guardian list and change any relationships on there that you need to for that student. You can also select the communication sequence. This is how the office will contact you. So if whoever has number 1, that will be the person they will try first. and then whoever has 2, and so on. So you just click on this and it'll bring you up a drop down menu, and you will select those from the list. Then on the next page you will be doing the same thing with emergency contacts. Here again, you can add or remove people from that relationship, but probably the key point here is here again to mark what order you want people contacted once they've exhausted calling the parent and guardian numbers. Next, we have medical information that can be added. So this may be pre-populated with previous diagnosis. Otherwise, if you need to add a condition, you can do that. It gives you some pre-made ones to choose from. If you have any questions on this information can always be updated with the school nurse. And also, even if you put the information in here, the school nurse may contact you to get further information and or documentation possibly. So put that information in. You can add multiple conditions. The next one is to add medication. So this could be a prescribed medication. Even if it's stuff that's not taken at school, it's always helpful to the nurses to have that information in there. And it's also recommended, if you want to give the nurses permission to give some over-the-counter medicine that they keep, such as Tums, Tylenol, ibuprofen, you may want to add those as options in this category as well. Here again, this medication information will only be available to the staff members that have access to that. That would be principals and nurses. And so you'll go through and do that for each student individually and go through and make those necessary changes. On the next screen will be the submit button. So you simply will click on submit and complete the registration process. And on the next screen, it'll give you an opportunity to actually have a PDF file or be able to download a PDF file of the information for your records. For payment and other options, you will be contacted via email, in which you can pay online your student fees. There's also optional student fees that you can pay for through the school district website, such as yearbooks, activity cards, and those kinds of things, but your school fees will come to you in an email. You will also find on the parent portal a link for being able to apply for free and reduced applications. Thank you for participating in online registration.